Dobar dan, dragi studenti, ja se zovem Lidija Lazarević i ja sam profesor engleskog jezika. Danas ćemo raditi lekciju za drugi razred u fokusu 3, unit 4, and we are going to talk about your favorite topic, and that is food. So it would be nice if you have, for example, open your books on this unit 4 so we can follow everything what we have here on our board. So, first of all, I would like you to focus on this here, and as you can see here we have to talk about our favorite food, and as you can see we have different categories. So what belongs to those different categories? We have meat or fish, and already here given chicken. Of course we can add, or you should add, more. So what other meats do you know? We have chicken, veal, lamb, pork, and what about fish? Trout maybe? So this is great. Vegetables. Everywhere in our markets we can find a lot of vegetables. So here we put carrots, onion, potatoes, tomatoes, and similar. Fruit. What belongs here? Banana, strawberry, all berries, blackberry, blueberry, strawberry, etc., etc. Food bought in packets. So we have, as you can see here, rice. What else can we find in packets? Crisps, for example. In jars or tins, we have tuna, we have jam, we have coffee, and things like this. Now, you should think about these two questions that are given here. Who is the best cook in your family? And maybe who of you like to cook? So this is something what is very interesting. So what dishes can you cook? This is something that we are going to talk when we see each other in personal. So, as you know, always know, we have here a text about different people in England and different, for example, attitudes towards eating. So your next task will be to pay attention on this blog, which is given here, and to choose proper answers. So what do we have here? Fussy eaters. When I was a child, I was a very fussy eater. I refused to eat any cooked food. I only ate raw carrots and white bread, even old stale white bread, nothing else. My parents thought I was a difficult child, but now I know that there are reasons why children are fussy eaters. Genes. Some people are born with a gene that makes them more sensitive to strong flavors. For these people, sweet things taste sweeter, salty things taste saltier, and bitter things taste more bitter. Children who have these genes often refuse food with bitter flavors such as fruit and vegetables. Experience. If children's older brothers and sisters or parents refuse to eat something, they will probably do the same. This is why it's important to give children lots of different kinds of food with different textures and flavors when they are really young. Texture. The texture and smell of food just puts children off. Some most kids' mushrooms have a horrible texture, fish is smelly, and the taste of red meat is too strong. Evolution. Children are usually fussy about the same food, vegetables, meat, and fruit. In early human history, these types of food could be dangerous and might poison you. Imagine this. Were there any types of food you didn't like as a child but love now? Please leave your comments. So, as you can see, a lot of these things are pretty interesting for us too, and maybe for all you like you were youngers. So, fussy eaters. You know, who are fussy eaters? People, for example, who like to choose what to eat. So what to say? They didn't like to eat a lot of interesting things, but they can do it when they were younger. Question 1. Fussy eaters eat limited selection of food. Fussy eaters may be less or more sensitive. The answer is going to be more sensitive. Fussy eaters usually or rarely cook their family's eating habits. So this is again usually. Fussy eaters probably or won't like mushrooms. Obviously won't. And fussy eaters may refuse food that was safe or unsafe in early human history. So if they would like to choose, the answer is obvious and it's going to be unsafe. So, as you can see here, according to the picture, we can see that she doesn't like here this broccoli. Okay, let's go furthermore. What else do we have? Of course, as it is a blog, we always have comments on the blog. And next to it, they are blogs. And what do we have in our blogs? Here they are. Veggie girl. Eggs. I didn't like the texture or the smell. And fried eggs were really greasy. I hated them as a kid, but now I love all kinds of egg. Boiled, scrambled, even fried, and my favorite, an omelette with some cheese on top. Mmm, tasty. Hungry man, very ripe bananas. I used to think the texture was disgusting. I felt the same about mushrooms, but now I love mushrooms in everything. They are delicious in pizzas and in pasta sauces. Foodie. I was a very fussy eater. I hated green beans and I refused to eat all other green vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, spinach, and especially Brussels sprouts. But I eat all vegetables now except beetroot, tomatoes, and red peppers. I'm allergic to them. Shane, meat. I didn't like the strong taste, but now my favorite meal is a big, juicy steak with crispy chips and great green salad. Kitchen can. When I was younger, I didn't like anything spicy. I only like mild flavors. Now my favorite food is hot Mexican food with lots of chilies. And Edward, everything from the sea. I hated prawns and all kinds of shellfish. But now I love all fish. Tuna, sardines and salmon are my favorites. But they have to be cooked. I am not keen on raw fish in sushi, for example. So as you can see, these are some of the answers that some students or maybe some people posted here. So this is something that you should do, for example, in your homework. Let's go to this true and false according to the comments that we had. So, veggie girl used to like eggs. According to the text, we already know that this one is false. Hungry man used to hate mushrooms. Okay, check with me, please. This is true. Foodie has a bad reaction when he eats red vegetables. So, again, it's going to be true. Shane is a vegetarian. False. Kitchen can used to avoid strong flavors. This one is true. And the last one, Edward likes sushi. So this one is going to be false because he says that he hates everything connected to seafood. Now, as always, you know that we have to pay attention on all those underlined and all those highlighted phrases in our text. So it means that we are going to brainstorm our vocabulary exercises. So, like always, we should go to word store. And in word store, we have a set of those exercises. So we have to combine the beginning and the end of our pages. So let's go to this here. Let's go to word store A, 7A. So what do we have here? As you can see, all our categories. Your task is to match them. So this is something that you should do. I will show you the answers. So just to check yourselves, here it is. So we know what are those. And with this one, we have an exercise which is, okay, connected. And it is here in 8. And it says, put the words from word store 4A under the appropriate heading and do some more. So what do you often eat, what you sometimes eat, and what you rarely or never eat. So again, something for discussion. We aren't going to do this one. So again, exercise 10 in our word store. Again, we have something what is connected, adjectives that are used, for example, to describe some kind of food. Here we have bitter or sweet. Opposites, of course. So what is going to be opposite of cooked? Opposite of cooked is going to be what? Raw. Opposite of fresh is going to be stale. opposites of hot or spicy. And unripe, so we have ripe. Okay, are we right? We are going to see, submit answers, so all answers are correct. Okay, let's go back in our basic page and do exercise, which is here, number 11. So what do we have here? So it says, complete the sentences with adjectives from word store 4b, then think the answers that are true for you. I tried an Indian curry once, it was too spicy for me. So according to my opinion, this is going to be true. Good. My friend likes something. She particularly loves ice cream and chocolate. So obviously this is connected to cakes and it's going to be sweet. In my case, again, true. Number 3, the taste of dark chocolate of strong coffee is too bitter for me. This is E. Bitter for me. This is, according to my opinion, this is false. Why? Because I like strong coffee or I like dark chocolate. If you have any old bread, we feed the birds. Or maybe you can use it to feed your dog. So it's going to be stale. Again, true for me. I've never tried sushi. I don't like raw fish. So directly, okay, not boiled, not fried, nothing else. This is disgusting, according to my opinion, false. I think vegetables taste better than frozen or tin vegetables. So it means when you go to the garden and you pick up your vegetables, they are fresh. Sorry of my handwriting. So this one is thick, this one is true for me. And I don't like bananas that are too ripe. I prefer them to be white and firm, so this one is right. So according to this, you can see I'm not a fussy eater. And let's go furthermore. What else do we have here? So one more exercise connected to the words that are in the text. So we have those red ones, we have those highlighted phrases. Now it says here, complete the table in word store with highlighted adjectives. Here they are. So what do we have? Crisp, it is crispy. Greasy, salty, smelly, juicy, tasty. So we are talking about adjectives. We are talking about, okay, we decide how to describe some texture or maybe some taste. Grease, juice, salty, smell or tasty. It's not so hard, it's not difficult, so it's easy to see. Okay, let's go furthermore. Let's back once again to our basic page on our books, and is for the end of this so-called lecture, we are having here something like homework, short homework. So it says here, write a menu for the most disgusting or delicious meal you can imagine and follow the steps. So you can write that in your notebooks or on an email, and it would be great for me to know which kind of food you like to eat. Thank you for your attention. See you soon. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye-bye.